How's it going, everybody? So, this is the first time I've ever spoken on this profile, and it's because I want to begin a podcast where I basically just talk about music and I don't know, things. A little bit about me. You can call me Blitz. Uh, that's just a name I was given when I was young. When I was oh, dropped my phone. That is a name I was given when I don't think I was even born yet. I don't know. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. Um I have posted some music to this account before starting this, but and all of the songs got some views, but one in particular did better than the others, and so I archived all of them except for just the one because um, it got some views, so I was like, I might as well keep it up. But the others, I'm not happy with. So well, let me back up. It's not even that I'm not happy with those tracks. I don't want those tracks to be what I'm known for, if that makes sense. Whereas this podcast and the one track that actually did get some views, I don't mind being known for these things. I can. Is my fan too loud? I don't think it is. Let me turn down this fan. Hold on. I just thought about that. Okay, I got it. It's fine. Um, so the format of this will definitely change at some point, and this like what I'm doing currently right now is not what I imagined for this to be like every single podcast, but um I also don't want to put too much pressure on myself when I do these podcasts because why? Why would I put so much pressure on myself? What I intend for this right now is if you're listening to me right now, that's exactly what I intend for. I hope the quality of this microphone is good enough where y'all can hear me well. I'm trying to like speak up into the microphone because I don't know if it picks up the best. I have it turned up all the way, so I hope you can hear me well. We're hold on. Is that any better at all? I don't know if that's actually any better. I took the thing off. It's probably better if I just keep it on though. That's probably better. That's probably the best. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'll listen to this back and I'll see how good the quality is. Yeah. All right. What I want for this podcast is I want each episode to be better than the last. So if I'm starting off like this, I mean, literally what I'm doing right now is I just looked up, I Googled audio visualizer. I Googled audio visualizer for OBS and I downloaded the plugin, installed it, and that's what I have on the screen right now. That's it. Yeah, that's what we do, bro. that's what you do. You just download the plugin, set the colors to be what you want it. And this background, it's the Ubuntu background. Yeah. So I don't know. It doesn't fucking matter. Um, because again, like the what I want for this is just I don't know. I'm just fucking sitting here talking. I'm not even talking about anything right now. I'm just talking. I'm just talking to hear myself talk. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, this is episode one. I've done something like this in the past where I had like an audio diary, but when I say diary, I was just basically talking. And so I would talk for like half an hour, mostly when I was driving. Like 95% of the time I was driving. So instead of like, sometimes just instead of listening to music, I just felt like talking about, I don't know, my, not even necessarily my feelings, just, I guess my feelings, but mostly just like what's going on in my life and just talking about those things. And I don't know, I just wanted to like record things, like not even record in the sense that like record my voice. I just wanted to make a record of it, whether that was write it down or voice record it, like voice memo, or I don't know, or type it in my notes app I have, or my Apple Notes. I just write things down on there sometimes, just random stuff, grocery list, like um, so I don't even remember what I was talking about now. I lost my train of thought. That happens to me a lot. I just lose my train of thought in the middle of sentences because I get talking about like something and I don't know. I just lose it. The only way I can explain it is I just lose my train of thought. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Um, I'm laying on my couch right now, or a couch. It's not technically mine, but it is. I don't know. I don't own this couch, but I'm sleeping on it. About to anyway. It's 4 a.m. 4:30 a.m. This kind of describes my life. I stay up late, just thinking about things and I don't know, talking to people. I was talking to one of my friends. That's why I'm up late. Um, I'm getting he wants to get into music production more, and I've both been on this like journey for a while now. I so music production. That's the main thing about this whole channel and me as a person. I don't know what I would be doing with my life if it's not producing music, in creating music to some degree anyway. I don't even like there's levels to it and there's different things. I just want like to do everything that is music production. I don't care what it is. mixing, mastering, sound design, um, fuck, even like album art, like album cover art, or graphic design. You know, I've done graphic design in the past. Like I do plan. I wanna. So I have this project that I wanna. I think I'm gonna release it on this channel. Um, yeah, it's just one I've been. I don't know. I had been wanting to do something like this for a while, but I didn't know what it would look slash sound like. And now it's starting to take form, I guess. I produced this one track that was like perfect for this project, and I had discovered just randomly by complete accident, I discovered this uh I don't without giving away too much information about this project. Uh, I had discovered a new production technique by myself. Like it was, and then I did more research about it, and I discovered that it was an actual production technique that is like yes, that is what people do to get like to do something. Anyway, so I hadn't heard of it before though. I just hadn't messed with it before. But then anyway. So again, like this music production journey that me and my friend are on. Uh, I mean, him and I, we both grew up with music. You know, our parents listened to music, and like my parents, they introduced me to. Well, my father introduced me to hip hop artists. Um, oh man, like I can't even remember all of their names now. If I heard the songs, I would know it, and I could like I don't know, go back and yeah, I could tell you like if that's one or not. I know a couple, but so like my dad, he got me into like some hip hop stuff, and other music too, but mostly I don't know. My dad doesn't listen to a ton of music though, but my mother, she got me into my mom. She liked things like Elvis and the Eagles, so and like um, the Beatles, things like that. You know, uh, my mom's decade was the 80s for sure. That was when she was in high school and college in the 80s. And I say that was her decade. Uh, I mean, she's still rocking now. Like, it's 2024. She's still, like, she's not like one of those people who's stuck in the past at all. But, like, when she was in high school, like, and college in the 80s, that was just I don't know, I felt like that was a good time for my mother. It's neither here nor there, but so she listened to a lot of pop music. Then is basically what I'm alluding to. So, um, Sydney Lauper, you know, that would have been a one she was listening to. Um, who else? I don't know who else. But yeah, so my mother, she introduced me to a lot of music, and then my siblings, they introduced me to a lot of music as well. My for instance, my brother and I would play video games, and him and I would fucking ball out to the soundtracks for video games, especially this one I will always remember. Need for Speed Underground 2 had such a good soundtrack. Easily top 10 soundtracks for me, at least. If not like top 5, right? Like, at least top 10. But anyway, Need for Speed Underground 2. Amazing soundtrack. Please go listen to it. Riders of the Storm. Oh my god. Snoop Dogg. What the fuck, bro? Like what are you doing to me, man? Oh man, it's so good. Uh it's so good. I love that shit. Um and other games too. I can't think of any off the top of my head. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. My sister got me into some music, and I have another sister, but she doesn't really listen to a ton of music, mostly country. Which I don't know. I like country music, but it has to be the right country music. My other sister, she got me into like a music. I don't know. J. Cole. It's like one. I can always refer back to her. She's the one that got me into J. Cole. I remember when For Your Eyes Only dropped, and her and I got in the car, and it was just her and I, and we fucking listened to that shit on the drive home from school. She was in high school, and I was in high school. I think I was a freshman in high school when For Your Eyes Only dropped. I'm 22 now, so yeah, something like that. Man, good days, good days. So whenever that dropped, her and I we listened to that on the ride home from school. I don't think we listened to the whole thing because the whole project, the whole album was longer than the ride home from school. But we listened to a good chunk of it anyway. We listened to the majority of it. Um, and like other albums like 2014 Forest Hill Drive. We listened to other songs. One of her favorites was No Role Models. It was a good one. It is a good one. It is still to this day very good in my opinion. But neither here nor there. Uh, yeah. So uh, what I'm basically my point is, growing up, I was just listening to music, man. I liked music, and yeah, I don't know. I wanted to know everything I could, and so like, uh, well, I was the youngest, so all of my siblings were older than me. So when my brother started, all my siblings they liked music as well, and my brother he learned how to play instruments very early in like he was very young, and I didn't. I just didn't understand it. He seemed to just like get it, and I didn't. And so music was kind of always his thing, more or less, but not really. Like it was just a hobby of his. It wasn't like a thing, but over time, music has just become like my life now. Like I don't want to do anything else right now except for music. Like at this point in my life, if I can make a career, and when I say career, I don't even mean I don't need six figures, dude. Like if I can just survive and live my life just by making music, like if I can just maintain what I have, I'm happy. And what I have is not much. I don't live a lavish lifestyle. I'm fucking sleeping on the couch right now. You think I live a lavish lifestyle? You know, I'm happy though. Like if if I can guarantee that tomorrow I won't be like, I don't know, in jail or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm gonna be in jail. Like I don't do illegal shit. You know, I I barely speed, dude. Like I just I have a literally have a perfect driving record. Um, I've only been pulled over, I think like 3 times in my entire life. Um, the last time was like I was like 20 maybe, and now I'm 22, so it's been like 2 years maybe. I don't know. Anyway, um, so yeah, man, like, so it's kind of fun. It's just funny to me that like my brother, he just like he learned how to play instruments very early, and when I say he learned how to play instruments, he learned uh I don't even know which one he started with. Maybe trumpet, because my mom had a trumpet, because my mom played trumpet, because she was in the band when she was younger. She played trumpet in the band. Not only was she in the band in like high school, she was a part of the not the UVA band, but it was their like Hep Squad, I think, or something. I don't know. It's basically a band, but she was playing trumpet in that shit for UVA. Well, I probably shouldn't have said the college, but that's okay. Many people go to UVA. It's a very popular college. It's a very popular college in the nation, and honestly, like it's a very good college. University technically, but college, same thing. Basically, same thing. Yeah, it. So she played trumpet. I think my brother played trumpet as well at first, and then he learned other instruments like saxophone. Uh, he learned guitar. He never really did drums much. He did a little bit. He played snare drum in the marching band, but I don't think he ever really like. I don't know. I think he was more interested in like melodic instruments rather than percussive instruments. Whereas always just loved drums. I'm a drummer at heart. I'm not the best drummer. I can pick up some sticks and I can do something, but you got to give me a second, and it's not going to be impressive. It's going to be pretty basic. But um, man, I love drums. Drums are, if I had to pick an instrument that I could not play anything else, that would be it. I would just play drums. Which obviously drums is a collection of multiple instruments, but you get my point. A drum kit. Yeah, man. Um, I like it. Don't get me wrong. I love piano. I can play piano now. I used to not be able to at all. Like, and now I kind of can. Um, or and guitar. I want to learn how to play guitar. I don't have one right now. I want to get. I want to. I've been looking on Facebook Marketplace for like a free one that someone's like, just come get it. You know, like one of those guys. Like it works. It plays. Come get it. But I have yet to find that, or at least a cheap one. You know, I don't need an expensive one. I get one eventually, but I'm more focused on learning other things than just learning how to play guitar. Being able to play guitar is great, but there's being able to play guitar is only one puzzle piece of what I actually want to do. So it's like, all right, let me put it this way. This episode I'm doing right now is one of the puzzle pieces. This is a puzzle piece right now. Of all the things I do, each thing I do every single day has been like a puzzle piece. And I try to make it like a puzzle piece to fit with the overall puzzle that is what I want to create, which is I don't even know what it looks like yet. I don't know what the final image is. I'm just I'm making the puzzle pieces right now. And I'm going to start I've been I've been starting to put them together recently, and I want to start putting them together more. And and the interesting thing about that is as I start to put them together, the puzzle pieces I create in the future, I will have to shape them to fit with the current puzzle pieces, but I also have some, I don't know, creative leeway, I guess. Like I always have. I don't want to limit myself creatively ever. Um, but well, all right, to a degree, I will limit myself creatively if that means like, um, uh, well, like I said, I had a SoundCloud and I deleted some stuff from that SoundCloud. The reason I deleted it is because I just wasn't happy with the overall quality of the tracks. Not that they were bad tracks, but I just that they could be better. And again, like, what do I want to be remembered by? What do I want to be on this YouTube channel? What do I want to be in my archive that is Blitz? And this podcast is one of those things. So this first episode, I'm just by myself, literally middle of the night on my couch. I grabbed the microphone. I don't know. I'm just here right now. And you're here right now, listening to me. These two moments are not happening at literally the same exact moment. Or like they're not happening simultaneously. But I hope you who are listening to this are present with me right now as you're listening to this. And I hope you are experiencing the current moment to the fullest that you are able to. In the wise words of Flying Lotus, we're all just, humans trying to understand the current moment. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, neither here nor there. So yeah, all these things, they're just puzzle pieces to this overall puzzle. Um, if you're listening to this right now, I don't know. Maybe you can you see what the puzzle's looking like, because this is maybe months from now. Currently, right now, it is December 7th, 2024. But you're probably listening to this in 2025.
Maybe 2026 even. Maybe later than that. I don't know. It'd be crazy if someone were to go back and listen to this in like the year. mm, Let's say 2100. In the year 2100, that'd be crazy. If you're listening to this right now, in the year it's December 7th, 2100. So the turn of the century, right? Isn't that what that would be? Uh That'd be crazy cuz that's 76 years from now. No, like 75. Well, no, yeah, 76. 76, I think. Something like that. I'm probably dead. Like me? Uh, yeah, I'm probably dead. The person who's talking right now. I'm a human. Uh, I've, I'm like I said earlier, I'm 22 years old. I'm probably dead in the year 2100. But I always told myself, I was like, I want to live to be to that year. I want to live not to December 7th, 2100, but I want to live to the year 2100. I want to see that calendar day. I will be 98 years old if I live that long. And honestly, with modern medicine, who knows? I don't know, man. With modern medicine, yeah, really, who knows? Because, dude, like, see, the thing is with modern medicine, okay, like, all right, 100 years ago, when did? Hold on, no, this was earlier than that. It was probably like 200 or 300 years ago. Surgeons would not wash their hands. It was actually there was a doctor, a surgeon. He came along one day and he said, "Hey, um, we should probably wash our hands before we do a surgery." And he started doing that. And um, they ridiculed him, and I think they put him in like a mental asylum or some shit. I don't remember, but worth a Google because this was actually pretty crazy. I can't remember that guy's name, but yeah, look up the guy that oh fucking bug. Look up the guy who got doctors and surgeons to wash their hands. Cause I can't remember the story exactly, but it's fucking crazy. Worth a Google, like I said. Uh, anyway, so what was I even talking about? I don't remember. It's gonna come back to me. I'm tired. Yeah, I don't know. So I was saying earlier, um, man, what was I saying earlier? Well, earlier I was talking about music. So yeah, back to music though. Um, yeah, man, I that's what I want to do with my life. Uh, I don't know. I just, truthfully, I battle with depression, and a lot of anxiety about just things. Like, uh, I like almost 24/7. Not quite 24/7. It's like 23/6. How about that? 23/6. I feel like I can literally feel it in my stomach. It's just like a ball of fire in my stomach, and it feels like it's like I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like it wasn't. It's not butterflies. It's like if a squirrel got in there and or not a squirrel, like butterflies in your stomach. No, this is like a rat got in my stomach and it's trying to claw its way out. That's what I feel like. And man, yeah, I don't know, man. Like I don't know if I can live like this. And truthfully, I don't know if that means let's say the permanent solution. Put it that way. I've held off, but one dabbles. Anyway, but music though, music's good. Music's cool. Um, it helps. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I want to make a life out of music. I would I would rather that's how people remember me than just other things. Like, okay, let me put it this way. At the end of the day, you know, I might have messed up this or done that wrong. But you know what? God is good. Forgive me for my sins and listen to this good ass music. You know what I'm saying? And I live by that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, man. Honestly, I think I attribute. So, oh yeah, okay. That was so one thing I was talking about earlier was music production. So a little bit about like my history with music production. So, all right, truly, I began my music production. Well, when I was a all right, child, like I wasn't actually like producing any music or anything. I wasn't actually like doing anything. But when I was a kid, I was, you know,
banging on things and beating and just making beats with my hands or uh, I had a pair of drumsticks that I would use but it was terrible. But yeah. Anyway, and I listened to music and I like quote unquote studied it, kinda, and I like anyway. But then around I think in high school, I just learned more. I was exposed to more. At that point, I had the internet, so not good internet, but I had the internet, so it was something. Um, I discovered like um, I don't even know what I first discovered. I don't know. Well, like I said, my brother was like playing instruments, so like he was trying to show me things, but my brother's bad at explaining things, so he never really. It just never clicked with me. Um, and anyway, in high school, with the internet, I discovered like music production, and I started learning more about it, and I was like, what are people using to do this? And I discovered FL Studio, and I was like, oh, FL Studio, that's pretty cool. So that was around high school. So I downloaded the free version of FL Studio, like the demo version or whatever. And you can only do but so much with it. So I like did all I could with it. And I made some projects, but they were fucking terrible. But I didn't have the $200. I was in high school, so I didn't have $200 to spend on FL Studio. So, um, fuck, I barely had money to spend on like video games. Like that's what I was spending my money on mostly was fucking video games. Um, and so yeah, I just fucked around with FL Studio a little bit, and I basically told myself I was like, I'll learn it. I'll get around to it. I just want to have fun while I can. And honestly, I'm kind of glad I took the time I did to play the video games I did when I was younger because like there's some things you just can't get back now. Like old Call of Duty, I can't get back those memories. You know what I'm saying? Like I played Black Ops 3 when it was in its, prime. When Black Ops 3 came out, ooh, I was one of the first people to play it, bro. I was playing the beta of Black Ops 3. I was playing the beta of Black Ops 3. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Well, no, I didn't forget about it, but like I just remembered that. Um, yeah, man, that shit was tight. That was fucking cool. And yeah, I was playing fucking Black Ops 3 when that shit came out, and I played it. And I remember when the Christmas rolled around, and I was already leveled up, and there was all like a bunch of new people playing. Because people in Call of Duty it's called the Christmas noobs. It's not so much a thing anymore, but it used to be way more. Like you would get the Christmas noobs that it was kids who got the game for Christmas. You just don't get that as much now because a lot of games are free to play now, and the games that are paid, well, they've either been out for a while or the newly released games. Um, well, like Call of Duty, people just get it instantly. They don't wait around until Christmas anymore. Really, I guess some people still do, but I don't know. Maybe it's still a thing, but it's neither here nor there. But yeah, so I was in high school. I fucked around a little bit with music production, and I mostly watched YouTube videos though on it, and I was just like trying to like learn things, and like I was listening to music. I hadn't look. I was in high school. I had only listened to so much music. Like there was so much music
for me to go listen to still. And even to this day, there's still so much music that I have yet to listen to. So like I'll get around to some of it all one day, but I'll never get around to all of it. I'll never I It's impossible for me to have listened to every single track. You know what I'm saying? Like that's literally literally impossible. So, but when I was in high school, I told myself I was like, why am I going to start producing now when I don't even know what I want to produce or I don't even know like you know what I'm trying to say. I hadn't listened to a lot. So I in high school I really started diving into different artists and whatnot. And oh, it was around high school. I think I discovered. Mm, no, well, hold on. Let me think about this for a second. All right, so in high school. Oh well, hold on. I can tell you exactly. Actually, where's my phone? Fuck, where's my fucking phone? I do that shit. Oh shit! What did I do with my phone? No, I lost my phone. Oh, that sucks. Oh man. I have playlists. I have playlists that I made in high school, so I can tell you exactly what I was listening to, like, for a fact. Fucking A, what did I just do with my phone, bro? No way. Well, do I have to really turn on the light? The light's off right now. I don't want to turn this bitch on. Oh my god. All right, hold on 1 second. Bro, where the fuck? Huh? Where is my phone? It is gone. It disappeared. I no longer have a phone. Uh. I dropped it earlier, and then I picked it up. Oh my god, there it is. I found it. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. So in high school, all right. The first ever playlist I made was a playlist. I don't have to say that. I'm not gonna say the names or anything, but it was I was how old was I? Oh my god, where is it? Oh, there it is. Fuck. Fuck. Okay. There was a bug. Okay. I was. Oh my god, ain't no way. Hold up. Um. Well. All right, this is weird because it's labeled as. Fuck, bro. Yeah, this would have been a long time ago. No way. Hold on. Let me do this math real quick. Um. Oh, I remember now. All right, so I would have been 14. Yeah. Yeah, so I would have been 14. Anything labeled you, I was 21. So, all right. I labeled these by like my age at when I created these playlists. So like, all right, in fucking high school when I was 14. Oh shit, yeah, I was listening to like some Spanish music. Uh, fucking Young Gravy. Hell yeah, Drake, Logic, Kyle, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Easy, Notorious B.I.G., Tyler the Creator, fucking 21 Savage, Childish Gambino. Dude, and the craziest part is a lot of these songs I still listen to this day. And this was 8 years ago. Dead ass, this was 8 years ago. That's crazy. Um, fuck, bro. I remember making this too. That was 8 years ago. Yeah, there's this artist named Sibir. His name used to be Syringe, but now it's Sibir. Or it's Sybyr. Look him up. It's a cool artist. I used to listen to a lot of him. I still listen to a lot of him. Not a ton, but you know. Yeah, other songs. And other artists. So yeah, that's what I was listening to. I was like 14. And then like yeah, so like high school I was just making playlists and like searching for artists. So like by the time I was a junior, I was still listening to Kendrick. Kendrick's my number one artist. He will always be my favorite artist. Um, he is he's number one. I was listening to Lil Wayne. I listened to Lil Wayne when I was young too, when I was like a kid. I was listening to Amine or Amin. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but he's cool. I was listening to a bunch of Tyler, the creator. Tyler's another one of my favorites. Not he's not like my absolute favorite. I just like him a lot. J. Cole, Logic. I like Logic a lot. Like love Childish Gambino, Donald Glover. He's great, man. His, Mac Miller. This is the thing. Oh my God. All right. So when I was a kid, I listened to a bit of Mac Miller, like Frick Park Market. Oh my God, that song was my fucking jam. But then like I stopped listening to him for a bit because I just kind of forgot. And then I rediscovered Mac Miller when I was in high school, and then he dropped Swimming, and I was like, "Yo, this album is fucking amazing." First of all, and then he died. So that was crazy. That sucked. That sucked a lot because he almost instantly became like one of my favorite artists. And then he just fucking died. But that's neither here nor there. So I was listening to like some Drake still, Eminem, Joji, love Joji. But here's the thing, I I was fucking in high school. I was like 16, Yeah, I would have been like 16 at this age. Yeah, this is when like he like first started kind of popping out as Joji. I think he had like just dropped this album when I added this to this playlist. It's the song with like Yeah Right, Slow Dancing in the Dark, those songs. Um, can't remember what that album's called, but anyway. And I really like that song R.I.P. with Drippy Red. Some people don't like that, but I really like that one. But yeah, so I was a Filthy Frank fan before I was ever a Joji fan, though. I mean, obviously, Filthy Frank. I was watching Filthy Frank when he was Filthy Frank. As he was like, I was watching his videos as they were coming out. Like I was a youngin on the with access to the internet a little bit anyway. And when I discovered like iDubbbz in them, hell yeah, like Max Mofo, Anything for Views, yeah, all those guys, and Filthy Frank. And I was watching How to Basic, fuck like, um, so, uh, so I was watching Filthy Frank, and then like Pink Guy, uh, then he started popping out as Joji, and I was like, oh shit, that's pretty cool. And I was gonna get a skateboard with his picture of his face on it, and I didn't, and I regret it. Look, should have just spent the money and gotten it, but it's whatever. I was skating at that time too. I don't skate anymore. I need to. It's been a while. Probably bust my ass. Matter of fact, I will bust my ass. Oh yeah, Earl Sweatshirt. In high school, I got real heavy into Earl Sweatshirt. Still heavy into Earl Sweatshirt. God damn, he's like one of my favorite artists. Oh yeah, and of course X. When I was in high school, I got into once X started popping out, that was he again instantly became one of my favorite artists. And then his death took longer, but like he again a lot of artists that I like have died young. Some have died like I got into them as like I was a fan of them, their music, and then they died. And then some artists, I became a fan of them, and then I discovered that they had died years past or something. For instance, my number one all time favorite artist, even over Kendrick, in a way, not in every way, but Dilla. Dilla is he's the king. I don't think I'll ever be as good as him. I think I may technically one day would be better than him, but I don't think I will ever realistically be better than him. And he just like his beats, they just hit different, bro. Dilla beats hit different, and you can't fake a Dilla beat. Like I don't know, like you can, but you can't. Like it's hard to explain. Um, Shit. In the wise words of Logic, Dilla beats got me reckless. Um, Neither here nor there though. But I wasn't listening to Dilla in high school. I didn't discover him till later. Shit. Yeah, again, real. This was another high school playlist. Yeah, Logic. Um, a lot of the same artists in this playlist. Shit, Travis Scott. C. Dot Honcho. C. Dot. Cool. Wu Tang. I was listening to Wu Tang. RZA, Jizza, Old Dirty Bastard, Inspector Deck, You God. Um, Raekwon the Chef, Ghostface Killer, Method Man. I think I got all of them. Mac DeMarco got real heavy into Mac DeMarco in high school. Uh, Still heavy into Mac DeMarco. Nas. Hell yeah, Nas. One of the best rappers to ever do it. Man. And then yeah, and then COVID happened. Um uh and I was about to go into college and I took a gap year. And I'm not gonna lie, I was just working and I got depressed. Well, I don't know. I feel like I've always been like quote unquote depressed since like fucking middle school or some shit. But I just I don't know. COVID just mm. Joey Badass. I got into Joey Badass in like late high school. Well, like high school, yeah, and then college. But yeah. Honestly, I was just doing so much in that gap year too that I wasn't doing a lot either. You know, most of what I was doing was just working, just hanging out with my girlfriend at the time. Uh, yeah, man. And then Tyler dropped Igor, fuck, and then like later on, I don't know. Yeah. And then like I don't know, my taste started to branch out a bit more in college, of course. Um, Now I just kind of listen to a lot of different things, and um, well, let me look at my playlist. Oh, you know what? The replay 2024 just came out. Um, Number one song, "Sounds Like Love," by Illa J, featuring Debbie Nova. That song was in my top 10 last year, and it is number one this year for a reason. It's an amazing song. Sounds Like Love by Illa J. Go check it out. Um, that's in my. I don't have Spotify, so I didn't get a Spotify Wrapped. I got an Apple. I have Apple Music, so I got an Apple Replay. Um, yeah. Another song. Well, just another artist. Aphex Twin. He's cool. Um, this other band named Panchico. Pretty cool band. And this other artist, his name's DJ Harrison. There's this song he has. It's called "Sweet Sticky Thing," and I don't know. It's just a good song, man. I just like that song. And oh my god, number 6 on my list here. "You Don't Know My Name" by Alicia Keys. Ooh, hell yeah! That's my shit right there. Alicia Keys. "You Don't Know My Name." Hell yeah. Oh, here's one for you. Dillatronic 41. Go listen to it. Look that up. Dillatronic 41. All right. What's another one for you? Here we go. Coastin' by T. Dre Deluxe with the Cali lifestyle. Hell yeah. And while I'm on the topic of them, Cali Uchis, who she has sampled them before. Oh, here's another great song by the infamous Slum Village. The song is Fall in Love. So good. Very, very good. Anyway, yeah, these are just some songs from my top 100. Shit, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. Kendrick Lamar, of course. And speaking of Kendrick, he has this artist he works with every now and then. Her name is Anna Wise. She has an amazing voice. She has a song called Coconuts, which I very much enjoy. It's a very good song. Coconuts by Anna Wise. Go check it out. Oh, here's one that I really like because I don't think this guy's getting much attention as he deserves. There's this artist named Cash Star, spelled Cash, dollar sign TARR. So Cash Star. Um, uh, he has a song called "I Won't Leave You at the Dance." Very good song. I don't know. It's yeah, worth a listen. Oh, "Running" by the Far Side is such a good song. Run, 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 run. Can't keep running away. Can't keep running away. Yeah, man. Song by Yeet called Power Trip. Very good. Yeah, so there's also this guitar player I listen to. His name is Masayoshi Takanaka. He's Japanese. Yeah, there's multiple. You can just go listen to any of his songs really. No one in particular. If I had to name one in particular, Sweet Agnes. Sweet Agnes. Sweet Agnes. Yeah, anyway. There's also the song High by Jay Dilla. Such a good beat. Oh, Heartless by Kanye West. How could you be so heartless? Hell yeah. How could you be so cold as the winter wind when you breathe, yo? Or something like that. I don't remember how it goes. Better watch how you talking to me, yo. In the night, I hear him talk. The coldest story ever told. Somewhere far along this road, he lost his soul to a woman so heartless. Alright, let me stop singing, bro. I'm not a good singer. I am not a singer. I can rap a little bit, but I'm not even a rapper, bro. I'm not a rapper. I'm not a rapper. Like super hot fire. The Spins by Mac Miller. Great song. Oh, that band Penchico I mentioned earlier. They have a song called Death Metal, which is pretty cool. And the song is actually not death metal, but it is called death metal. Anyway, Yeah, it's neither here nor there. So that's the shit like I'm listening to now. I've been listening to anyway. Or so recently. Um, shit. Fucking. Yeah, man. I don't know what else to talk about. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. My I'll just finish the story about like my journey with music production. I got so off topic talking about music. So when I was in high school and shit, and like early college, I was just yeah, like I don't know, just fucking listening to music. And then it was like early 2023, I think I purchased FL Studio. I spent the $200 and I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna fucking get this shit, even though I know there's a lot I'm gonna have to learn. But I was like, fuck it. I'm like, might as well start now. So I got FL and I started producing like a little bit here and there. I didn't do too many projects in 2023. I did most of my stuff in late 2023. And so, like, late 2023, I'm not gonna lie, I was balling. I was making some tracks. A couple of them weren't bad. All of them were bad. A couple of them were tolerable. And you, like, listening, you could listen to them. But all of the tracks were really bad. Um, but that's okay. I was just learning. I was fucking around. I was learning how to use FL Studio and like work a DAW. I had never, you know, messed around in a DAW before or any like type of music production equipment. So now like I feel like I could put my hands on a piece of like music production equipment and I could more or less work it. Whereas before, I didn't know what attack meant. I didn't know what decay or sustain meant. I didn't know what um, mixing and like the difference between mixing and mastering. I didn't know what that was. And I didn't really know what mixing was really. And I had no clue about any type of um, I didn't even know how plugins worked when I was first producing. And this is the thing. When I first started to learn about EQ, I was like, "Oh shit. Okay, that's what I fucking need is EQ." But when I started, I used the like FL Studio default EQ that's like built into the mixer and you get like 3 knobs or something like that you can adjust. So I was just using that, and it's like not precise at all. So, because I didn't understand like fruity parametric EQ too, I didn't know that. I didn't know. I don't know. I was learning, but now I know. Okay, fruity parametric EQ too. you know. But yeah. So first couple tracks I was doing, yeah, that's like shit I was doing. But then like, here's the thing: in early 2024, man, it almost feels like a gift from God. Like it just clicked with me, music theory and like everything. Like I had gotten to a point in early 2024 where I could work FL Studio. Like I knew the ins and outs of it. I knew how to use my keyboard with it, which is like my MIDI keyboard. And I knew how to, like, I had drum pads on it. I knew how to put down some drums. I knew how to make a melody. The only thing I was missing at that point was the music theory part of it. I didn't know how to make two notes or three or four notes sound good together. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't know how to, yeah, I just didn't understand music theory at all. So I don't even remember what I was doing exactly, but somehow the musical modes just kind of clicked with me because I was like, oh, that's what the key signature is you have a root note and you have a mode. So like C major. Ugh. Sorry. C major is just all the white notes on a piano. But what does that mean? I was like, okay, yes. Yeah, sure. C major is all the white notes. But why? Why is C major all the white notes? And why is it not B major is all the white notes? I didn't understand that part. And then I realized, oh, it's the mode, it's the steps, which is just the math of like the space between the frequencies. So it's just the steps. You know, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. Or you have whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. That's major and minor. Your major and minor modes. They're essentially the same thing. There's a relative minor to every major, and vice versa. There's a relative major to every minor. But it's all dependent on the root note. What's the root note? Typically, it's the lowest sounding note. Like it's the yeah, just the lowest frequency note that you're playing. That's the root note. Like if you're playing a chord, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but if you're playing a song in a specific key signature, you just have to be playing the notes in that key signature for it to yeah, for it to just be in key. Yeah, so like around it was January sometime of 2024, and now it's December of 2024. But it just clicked with me, the musical modes and the music theory, and I understood it. And I had previously gotten a piano for Christmas. I can't remember if it was that Christmas or the one before that, but I just got a piano for Christmas, and so I hopped on my piano and I was like, okay. And then I just started playing chords. And I was like, oh my God. And it just made sense. And and then I was like, okay, give me a second. And I figured out another key. And then I figured out a chord in that key. And I was like, if I press these four keys, they better sound good together. And I pressed those four keys, and they did sound good. And I was like, "Oh my God, this is music theory." And it clicked, you know. And so since then, I've just little by little learned more and more, and now I've gotten to a point where I feel like I have almost I have not mastered um
I have not mastered it yet, but I'm getting close. Or it might be a while before I like can say like, okay, I've mastered music production, or I have mastered, I don't know, music theory. And I may never truly master it, but I'm at a point now where I get it, and there's still stuff I have to learn, of course, but I I have a very good foundation. Um, I feel like anyway, just because I have a good understanding of it. Um, like I know, like I can literally look at some um notes. I'm not pitch perfect, so I can't just like hear notes and just know what they are. But like I can use a spectrogram and I can figure out what notes are that like in a sound, and I can put them in key with other sounds. Like I understand it. I know how to be able to do that and like to transpose stuff to get it to sound right. It's not rocket science. Just takes a little bit of creativity, knowledge, a little bit of understanding, and a little bit of creativity. But yeah. So it was early 2024. It just clicked with me, music theory, and so I made a couple tracks after that point, and they actually weren't terrible. And I sent them to my buddies, and they were like, "Yo," and they instantly saw the like jump in quality of my tracks that I had been making. And like they've told me, they were like, "No, dude, I saw it." Like they can literally they can hear the difference between each like week even. Every week I get better and better. Truly, every time I open up FL Studio, I just learn a little bit more and I get a little bit better. And not every time I open up FL Studio, I make a banger or it's a like a positive track um, or a productive. But um, like sometimes I just be making shit and I get part of the way through it and I'm like I'm just not feeling it. It just doesn't sound good, and I save it, but I exit the file and I just start fresh again. But
I'm about to pass out. How long have I been recording for? A while. Uh, yeah, man. I may edit this a little bit. If I do, I don't know. I may not edit this. I may just leave it the way it is and just upload it. And if I do, that's fine. Whatever. Like I said, this is episode 1 of this podcast. But yeah, back. Let me get back to the what I was talking about though. The music. So yeah, I just started producing more in 2024, and this has been my most productive year of music production anyway. I've produced like uh over 100 tracks this year alone. Like I've produced, and I've started well over that, like well over 100 projects this year, but I have like finished and like exported something about 100 to 100 and like maybe 50, somewhere in that range. Maybe like 100, 120. Maybe not quite 150. Or no, I've definitely done more than 100. So maybe like 110 or 120 to 140. Somewhere in that range. I've made a lot of projects this year. Not too many, but a good amount. More than the average person. Average person doesn't make any. They make zero. And bad producers are only making like one or two a month. Whereas I'm sitting down and making like one or two tracks in a session. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll make one track and then I'll like I'll go get some like food or something and then I'll come back and I'll make another track. And like there's been days I've made like 3 or 4 tracks in a day, and I could at this point I could probably if I spent a whole day just making music, I could probably produce something like I don't know, let's say like at least 5 tracks, if not like well, cause like each one might take me like 2 hours or at least an hour, right? So like if I'm spending an hour on each track, I could maybe make like well, really like 10 in a day or more. But if I'm spending like 2 hours on projects, which it's around what I do, and I usually do like an hour to two, and then I might drop like if it's a good like if it's worth it, I might drop another hour or two on some mixing, and then another hour or two on mastering. But I'm constantly mixing and mastering, like from the very start. That's the name of the game is you're mixing and mastering. All right, yeah, man, I'm about to fall asleep. So
Appreciate anyone who listened. Hope you tune in for future episodes of this podcast that I'm doing. I know this one was solo dolo, but I might have some people come on and talk with me in the future about music. I just want to make this about music. I just want to spread music. I just really like music and sound. I really like sound. It's cool. And yeah, I wanna share good music with people and talk about good music with good people. And yeah, and wanna hey, share your thoughts to me about my music that I have posted to this account, and share your thoughts about artists that you like, and what's going on in your life. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, um, but yeah. So I'm still learning. I've just over this past like 2024, I've just been learning like how to mix and master and how to like create melodies and also like I've been learning how to sample and I've tried to sample some shit and I've downloaded some sound packs and I'm using those, experimenting and yeah, just shit. I don't know what 2025 is gonna bring me, but if it's more of this shit and even better, hell yeah. Um, yeah, I'm gonna keep producing, keep making music. Shit, yeah. Blitz. I'll see you guys later. Peace.